Certainly. Let's dive into the first miracle of Jesus, how he turned water into wine at the wedding in Cana of Galilee. This miracle is found in the Gospel of John, chapter 2, verses 1 to 11. Setting the scene, the wedding in Cana. The story begins in the small village of Cana, located in Galilee, where a wedding feast was taking place. Weddings in Jewish culture at the time were major events, often lasting several days, sometimes even up to a week. It was a time of celebration with family, friends, food, and plenty of wine, which was a staple in their culture, not only for enjoyment, but also for health and hospitality. Jesus was invited to this wedding, along with his mother Mary and his disciples. This event happened very early in his public ministry, and up to this point, Jesus had not yet performed any miracles publicly. The problem: the wine ran out. During the celebration, a major social embarrassment occurred. The wine ran out. In that culture, this would have been a huge problem. Running out of wine during a wedding would bring shame to the host family, suggesting poor planning or a lack of generosity. It would have been talked about in the community and remembered for a long time. Essentially, it could ruin the joy of the occasion. When Mary, the mother of Jesus, found out that the wine had run out, she came to Jesus and said, "They have no more wine." Now, Mary clearly expected that Jesus could do something about the situation, even though he had never performed a public miracle before. Jesus' response to Mary, Jesus replied, "Woman, what does this have to do with me? My hour has not yet come." This might sound harsh to us today, but in the original language and cultural context, woman was not disrespectful. It was a polite term, much like ma'am. When he said, "My hour has not yet come," he was referring to the timing of his public revelation as the Messiah. He was saying that it wasn't yet time for him to fully reveal himself through signs and miracles. But still, despite this response, Mary trusted in Jesus. She turned to the servants and said, "Do whatever he tells you." This statement is powerful. It shows her faith in Jesus' ability to solve the problem, even though she didn't know exactly how he would do it. The miracle. Water turned into wine. Now nearby were 6 stone water jars, each capable of holding 20 to 30 gallons. These jars were used for Jewish ceremonial washing. They were large and made of stone to stay ritually clean. Jesus told the servants to fill the jars with water. They obeyed and filled them to the brim. Then he said, "Now draw some out and take it to the master of the banquet." Again, the servants obeyed. When the master of the banquet, like the head waiter or event organizer, tasted the water that had been turned into wine,